Welcome to Intimacy Evolution, the podcast that helps you enjoy deeper connection and more intimacy in your relationships. I'm Bri and Mark, relationship and intimacy coach, and together with my husband Mark, a licensed professional counselor, we're here to help couples create the relationships they crave. Relationships evolve over time, and that's okay. Let's talk about it.
Hello, welcome.
All right. Yeah. Welcome back if you have been with us for a while, or welcome if you are new. We're excited you're here.
So today's topic
Yeah.
is living in your 9s and 10s.
Okay, say more.
Yes, exactly. So it's about creating intentional life where your dreams live and really going beyond good enough to great. And so...
Okay.
Yeah.
How did this come up?
So this has came up many, many times in my life. If you think about when you go and you sit down to watch TV is an example.
Okay.
If there's something you're really looking forward to, it might be a 9 or 10, like something you really enjoy, something you really want, something you really desire. If I just turn on the TV to something that's on, it might be more like a 2 or 3. And so this idea is, what if everything we did in life, we aim for that 9-10 range? Like, what would our life look like?
Yeah.
How would it change?
Yeah.
And
I like this idea because it's like we hear a lot that you are the sum of the people you surround yourself with, right? So the 5 people you spend the most time with, you are the sum of all of those people.
Yeah.
So you are also the sum of all of your actions.
And decisions.
Yep.
And,
yes.
And your experiences. And so luckily, and I'm fortunate and I'm appreciative, and my decisions have led to this 10 right here. My 10. But, you know, we have to create a 10 relationship.
Yes.
It doesn't just happen.
No.
Just because I'm very attracted to you and you're beautiful and you're wearing this very cute dress right now.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, we are not always a 10.
No.
We have our moments. We've got some 5s.
Oh yeah. Some negative 4s. Like it's happened, right?
It has happened in our 18 years together.
Yeah. And so I just want to bring this idea and this awareness and like, okay, 1 is like, I don't even know what 1 would be. 1 is something that you just have to do. And it's...
Yeah. So what I'm thinking is like, we get conditioned to endure life.
Ooh, that's yeah. Wow.
Right? We conditioned to endure it, not to experience it, not to live it vibrantly.
Yeah.
We have to choose that. And it's hard to choose something when you aren't aware of what that looks like.
Yeah.
So welcome to this episode. We're going to talk about that. Yeah. So like 1 is just like, okay, like, ugh.
Yeah.
I don't want to be here. I don't want to experience this thing, but I'm doing it. Oh, then you kind of move up into the 5 and it's like, I'm indifferent.
It's neutral.
It's neutral. Yeah. And then you start to slide up the scale and it starts to light you up. And you get excited, right? So example of like a 9 or 10 for some people, Swifties, specifically the New Heights podcast episode that came out. It lit a lot of people up. They were really excited.
It was entertaining.
For this experience, this conversation.
Yeah. And so where this came up for me recently, I was co-facilitating a men's retreat in LaGrange, Kentucky, with some of my best friends. And before this event went off, we were connecting together. We had a day with ourselves, just kind of as the facilitators to connect deeply, talk about what we wanted to create. And I had a moment where I was sitting there, we're sitting outside, we're in silence, we're meditating, we're just being together, 100% present. My phone's on Do Not Disturb, which was a problem later on, but I joke. And I had this appreciation, this wave wash over me of, my goodness, this is my life. Like my work is to put on amazing events that are transformational, life-changing with my best friends. Like the people that are closest, that I care most about, putting on retreats with you for couples, like somebody, you know, just this is what I've created. Like
Yeah.
this is a 10.
Yeah.
And then on the same flip side is like, oh, where in my life is it not a 10?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, and I want to give some background. This is something we talk about in my men's group. I've talked about many different times, but the neutrality of a 5, and we say a 6 is just a 5 in disguise. Meaning, like, if it's a 6, it's probably just a 5. And a 7, we call it the provocative 7, because 7s are just good enough that they feel like you want to pretend they're an 8, but really they're probably more like a 5. And they're provocative because they feel pretty good, but they get you stuck. It's kind of like, oh, this is good enough, and then to take the next step's hard, and I'm going to just stay here. And then we just live at a 7. And yeah, so provocative 7.
Yeah.
So we're really aiming for 8, 9s, and 10s. 9s and 10s is like what I like to say.
Yeah. And then, like, how do you incorporate that into your everyday life, right? You know, and I love that this ties into something that we talk about in a program that I support. How can I make this experience a 10? And it can be your morning coffee. How can I elevate this to make it a 10? And for me, I have this amazing creamer that I've created. It is healthy. It's delicious. Like, I literally get so excited every morning because I've created this amazing tasting and experience around my coffee. It's a 10. How can you elevate your shower routine, right? You know, using soaps that feel good, putting meditation music, not listening to another like serial killer podcast. Like you can enjoy that. And how can you really just elevate the frequency of your experience?
Yes.
And so even in the shower, so it's not just like having 10 experiences as in like going on a 7-day cruise or whatever. Like those are great. And it's the little moments that add up that change your life.
Yeah. And we can put this across many areas of life, right? Like I go in my closet.
Yeah.
Where's this shirt? What rating would I give it? Is it a 9 or 10? Well, if it's not, then how can I like it better, or how can I get rid of it and get something else? Or, I mean, date nights. Nights can definitely easily for us be just
a 5 to 7 range.
5 to 7 range, and it's like, okay, what's the one thing or the one or two small things that can take it up to a 10?
Yeah.
You know, sex. You know, what if it's just, what if we could take it up another number, a little bit more, an experience, or looking deep into each other's eyes, or whatever that looks like. And so something that's coming up around kids, transition from sex to kids, because sometimes
that can happen.
that happens. That's how they're made, right?
For those that didn't know.
We have a plan. We haven't done this yet, so we can't say how it will. Yeah. We can't say if it works well or not. I mean, there's probably still going to be some tears, but how I live my life, I want to pass them on. I want to lead my kids into living a beautiful, intentional, great life, not just good enough, like absolutely what they want, 100% great, amazing life. And so the idea is we pull out toys. We put them in the categories: 1s and 2s, 3s and 4s, 5s and 6s, 7s and 8s, 9s, 10s. Okay. And we're not going to tell them what we're doing.
Yeah, no.
But
because anything that is below an 8 is gone.
Essentially, anything below like probably a 7 is just like, hey guys, like we want to create this life, and this is the vision, and these are the toys that bring that level in your world.
Yeah.
These other ones are just taking space. What if we move those out and find more 9s and 10s?
Yeah.
To put in this in our world. And they also get a dream about what a 9 and 10 will look like, and they also get to manipulate mom and dad a little bit, because if they're like, well, if I'm getting rid of all these 5s and belows, 7s and belows, whatever that looks like, well, then maybe I should be able to go get a 9 or a 10 from the store right now. And I can see where, that's what's going to happen. They're going to try it.
Yeah, especially our son, because he's been mowing lawns this summer and making his own money, and has brought that up a little bit of, when we say like, hey, we're not going to get this, but I have my own money. And I'm like, okay.
And I'm still here to guide you.
And we're here to guide you. And we, again, being intentional with spending, with choices, with what you choose to bring into your life. That's our role.
And that might be another encouragement for us whenever he picks up a toy that he's like, I really want this, because he wants something when he's leaving the store. We say, okay, what number is that? Mm-hmm. And of course it's going to be over exaggerated. And I'm going to say something to the effect of like, okay, I think that's probably more like a 5. If you really want to spend your money, let's go back to the toy section and get a 10. Mm-hmm. If you're going to spend your money, buy the 10.
Yeah.
Right? Right now, just so everyone knows, the Nintendo Switch is like super high on the list.
Yes.
That's like a 28 in his list.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. And we're still navigating our feelings around that. And with his upcoming birthday turning 10.
Yeah.
We're feeling a little bit of that pressure of, do we allow this to come into the home? Mm-hmm. Are we ready for that? Do we wait until he's a little bit older still? Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird to remember, like, at that age, I was definitely playing video games, and they were just not as stimulating. And so, anyways,
that's a whole
digress.
That's a whole other
The
topic.
question is, for us, does bringing that in the home bring 9s and 10s?
Right.
And in one way, I can totally see it does. In other ways, it might not. Mm-hmm. So what happens when it is a 9 and 10, but half the time it's not?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Anywho.
Yeah. And that makes me think of, like, we've had topics around, being intentional with, like, family time, right? So it's a 28 for him. It has the potential to be 9s and 10s because it's bringing us together. We can play together and have experiences and stuff. And that probably won't be the majority of the time, right? Like, I see it being more of like a 5 or 2.
5 for you, maybe, or 2, but
depending on the day and the
there's going to be times,
right?
with emotions and frustrations.
And so how do we want that to impact our family?
Yeah. And so now we have 3 levels of ratings. We have our personal, our family, and then really his. Yeah. And so I say all this knowing that there's a lot of complications and challenges, but if we can live our life with this idea of, like, if we're going to go on this vacation, we're going to spend this money, is this a 9 or a 10, or is this just okay, and how can we make it a 9 or a 10?
Yeah.
So that's, and how I make it a 9 or 10 and how Bri makes it a 9 and 10 might be completely different.
Yeah.
Mine's probably through adventure. Hers is probably through love, connection, something like that. Yeah. Family photos. That was been on the topic lately.
Yeah.
So, that togetherness.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, for sure. So keeping this in mind as you navigate your day, your relationship, parenting, whatever it looks like, how can you elevate your experience to a 9 or a 10? And if the experience is only a 4 at the moment, how can you get it to like a 5 or a 6?
Yeah.
And each time you practice shifting that number by 1, you're going to get to that 9 or 10. You're going to really be able to tune in and feel the changes and feel what lights you up in those moments, and then be able to make those choices and decisions easier.
We're not here to live an average life.
No.
We're here to live an exceptional life.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
go live yours. We'll see you on the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.